All right, what's up guys? Classic Patinas here. Today we're about to be working on the 6.0. We're actually gonna be getting it prepped to go inside of the BelAir. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but we have pretty much all of the parts. This is our stage 3 cam. It's a stage 3 sloppy cam. We have LS7, genuine LS7 lifters this time, not no Moro or Morel 7717 lifters. We got Felpro gaskets. We have a milling high performance oil pump, ARP bolts, more ARP bolts, whole gasket kit, LS2 timing chain, which is, fun fact, the thickest one. LS7, these are just some lifter trays, but they're LS7 lifter trays. I also got a billet barbell for the oil passage. So I'm pretty much getting this thing set up to start going in. Now the heads are not finished yet. I don't know if you guys have seen the last video, but I have not sent those off yet to go get resurfaced. I will be doing that very soon, but I still have a lot of stuff I need to get in order and start actually working on. Now with that being said, I do have a lot of new parts, but I'm still gonna be using pretty much my same old top end. I'm gonna be using my LS6 intake, my truck coil packs and all that stuff. I have some Michigan Motorsports upgraded rockers. So that's another thing that I'm gonna be keeping in there. What else? Oh, I'm also gonna be using the valve springs and everything off of those heads, because those are 660 valve springs, and this cam is a bit of a lower lift cam than my previous one. However, it looked like it should stay in the power band a lot better and a lot higher. I think this one said the power range is for like 63 to 7300 RPMs or something like that. It's pretty high. So that's kind of what I was wanting. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to be taking this thing up to 7 grand, but you guys seen that I took it up to 6500 plenty of times. So with that being said, I want this thing to be able to last. That's why I got the LS7 lifters. That's why I got the LS2 timing chain. I'm doing everything right this time, and I'm trying to do it once. Another thing I'm actually gonna have to do, I'm actually gonna have to pull the oil pan off of this thing. So before this can even get fully assembled, I have to pull this motor out so I can take some parts off of that as well. So this thing's actually gonna be, in my opinion, pretty bulletproof, other than the fact that I'm not sending the block off. But I mean, it's a LS. I feel like it's relatively good. I checked the block out. I have not checked out the bottom end because the oil pan has not came off, because I plan on actually cleaning this block off and pressure washing it, and I want to keep that on for now. I probably shouldn't have taped it off so early, but it don't matter. All right, y'all, I don't know if you can see, but this block is pretty clean. That's just with a couple spray downs with the pressure washer, agitating it with a wire brush a little bit, and using that oven cleaner. Don't look too bad. Well, my wife helped me decide, so she thought orange looked good, so I got, sadly it's you know, it's Chrysler Hemi going on the LS, but that's cool. That's cool. Nobody will know. All right, now it's time to hit it with some clear. All right, new day, and I actually let the paint dry overnight, and this is what it looks like. This thing is actually really, really clean. That gloss paint, that gloss clear just made it shine, and I love that. Now I actually got some stuff I want to do. I need to make some big progress on this stuff because I really want to actually drive this thing. So with that being said, I guess let's start with this radiator. Whew. All right, guys, so some time has passed and I've been getting a whole bunch of this stuff out, and pretty much all I have left are motor mounts, transmission, torque converter, and starter, and this thing should be coming out. So let me go ahead and get that stuff out the way. All right, guys, so had to jack up the car a little bit. Not a little bit, I actually had to jack it up a lot. And so that's causing a little bit of issues. I don't know if you can see, but I am as far as I can go. I'm literally touching my bumper. And yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I'm not too sure yet, but I might start unbolting this stuff anyway. Just start getting it out the way. I know if I come down with the car, I may be able to bring it back a little bit, but then again, right now, you know, I don't got too much room to come down. I got maybe about an inch, maybe two. But yeah, the only thing that's holding this thing up now is motor mounts and bell housing bolts. So let's see if we can try to get those in. Really wish this light was working, but I have not got this light working yet. I have not tried, but apparently the neighbor told me this thing is like a freaking street light or something, you know. He said it's super bright. Man, I just thought about it. I'm probably going to end up having to get another flex plate. Alright, so I did say I was probably going to be done for tonight, but I started taking off the oil pan just because I really need that thing off before I can put this engine up. The quicker I can do all that, take all this stuff off, the quicker I can throw this engine in the back and throw that engine in. So I just took off the oil pan. Still got to take off this front cover. I probably won't get to that tonight because I got to take off the crank. I don't know if I want to do that right now, but yeah, I'm about to get pretty much the pickup tube and stuff off and try to swap them over so I can get that oil pan on here. All right, guys, so it is the next day, and today I'm about to dig into this engine a little bit. The goal for today is honestly just to start assembling some of it. I got the cam, the lifters, and all that stuff. Maybe I can do. I have a decent amount of the gaskets that I can do. Pretty much I can do everything except for the heads, it seems like. So I might try to do that today. Alright, so fast forward a little bit. I took the oil pump off and I pretty much got the cam ready to come out. I'm not going to take it out just yet because the valve, the lifters are actually still up in there. I have not taken them out. So I'm not going to take it out just yet until I'm ready to throw the new cam in. So I'm going to hold off on that until I can get the head sent off. So it's probably going to be couple days, so I'm about to go ahead and wrap this thing back up.
Several days later.
All right, guys, look at that. I got these little bubble wrap envelopes in between them just in case, but I got them machined. I got them resurfaced. They look beautiful. And for the people that was laughing and was calling me stupid about the way I hot tanked my head saying I was gonna warp them. I didn't. I actually asked the guy how bad they was. I actually asked the guy how bad they were, and he said he only took off 3 thousandths. So these things were still really straight. He said that they were still in pretty good condition. He said he didn't have to do too much at all to them. So yeah, he only took off 3 thousandths and it got him like this. Now before I actually assemble them, I actually have to lap the valves to make sure that they're all good. I want to double check that. So yeah, let me do that now. Alright guys, if you look at both of the heads, the valves are in. At least they're all lapped and they're all sitting in there. Next it's time to actually put the top hats and the springs and stuff in. So here is my passenger side head from over there. I have to take all my springs out, and those are all going straight onto these heads. So yeah, let's go ahead and start trading these things off. All right guys, so all the top hats are in. So now it's time to take these valve springs off. This is the passenger side head, which is also this one. So we're about to be swapping these springs directly over. Alright guys, so now that we got all the valve springs on, it's time to finish swapping over all the other little stuff like you know, coolant sensors and little brackets and whatnot. And honestly, it's probably about time to start trying to put this thing together. I might start with everything that's under the timing chain. So I know all this stuff is already disassembled. I did that the other day. The sprocket is actually sitting over there. I never pulled the lifters out of here, and I also never pulled the cam out of here. Kind of nervous. About time to take all this stuff off though. Woo. Look at that. Look at that, man. I think I did pretty good sealing this thing up. Oh, dude, look at these freaking cylinders. Dude, this engine, I almost fell. Oh, I'm glad y'all didn't see that. I almost died just right there. But anyway, look at that thing. I got the pickup tube kind of sitting right here because I haven't put the high pressure oil pump in yet. But yeah, it's been sitting like this for a few days. I did not have any more bags for this thing, but honestly, it's in you know, a heated and cooled environment, not a dirty environment. So I didn't feel too bad leaving the oil pan off for right now. And it was only gonna be for a day or two till I can, you know, get all this stuff together and get the valves in. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Probably taking these lifters out and getting this stuff together. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed on what I see under this valley cover. Look how freaking crusty this thing is. Hold on, let me show you guys. It's a lot of carbon buildup in here. Everything else don't look too bad, but dude, I mean, every time I've opened up a valley cover, there's rust on the knock sensor, so I'm not too worried about that. But, like, bro, come on. All right, guys, so I got all these lifters out, and these things are not rolling. A lot of these things are real stiff. I don't know what this engine went through. Okay, this one's rolling. This one's not rolling. That one's not rolling. This one's not rolling. This is the only one that's rolling. And then on the other side, there was only like 1 or 2 that was only rolling over there too. Try to pull this cam out. I think these are the water pump bolts. It's always best to spin it around, pull as you go. Try not to damage none of these cam bearings. Dude, it's always tough. Okay. This is only I'm saying only, this is sarcastic. 3rd cam swap. Oh yeah, so key notes, when you're pulling the cam, you want to use 2 water pump bolts, and that way you can get some leverage to actually pull and twist on this thing. But just make sure you don't ding up your cam bearings too bad whenever it's sliding out, or even whenever you're sliding it in. But boom, old cam is out. Stage 3 going in. Let's go. So here is the sloppy stage 3 cam from Eglin. Everybody's pretty familiar with this cam. So the cam specs are, it's a 238, 242 duration with 595 valve lift. So it's pretty nice. It's 112 LSA. So I think it's gonna be a little, if I remember right, a little less choppy than my Bald Eagle cam from my 5.3, or at least a less persistent chop, so it seems. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and throw some assembly lube on this thing and start trying to get this thing in. They say the more the merrier, so don't be light with this stuff. Make sure you get it everywhere. Don't be scared. There we go. This is intense. Y'all see that? Just keep them on there for now. Just put a little bit of that assembly lube around where these lifters are gonna sit. Alright guys, sorry about that. My camera died, but I have the cam and retainer plate, the sprocket, and the timing is already good. If you can tell, there's 2 dots. You're supposed to line these 2 up whenever you're doing your timing. And the sprocket bolts, I believe, were 26 foot-pounds, and the cam retainer plate, I believe, is 18. Thread lock everything. Don't forget about that. Oh my god, y'all. So I had to drop the oil pan back off because I just broke one of the bolts. And dude, I was terrified because I thought it broke off before I could get it. And look at this. I'm so excited. I'm relieved that this is not going to take me another day and a half to get to this point. All right, y'all. So I actually plan on copper spraying these gaskets. I want to make sure I have a perfect seal. So now I have some resurfaced heads, and I'm about to have some brand new head gaskets, copper sealed or copper sprayed. This thing is going to be sealed up. All right. We're on the last one. All right. So that is the first torque sequence. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna kind of help y'all. It's just 1 through 10 to 25 foot-pounds. Now it's time to bring up same ones to 50. So yep, let's go ahead and move this up to 50. All right, guys, so I got both of the heads on. The torque sequence I kind of showed you guys earlier, but here is the torque sequence, pause to read. Also here is the torque specs, also pause to read. And mind you, this part number, I'm gonna show you one more time, is 1343609. That is the one that you need for 6.0 LS, for the 6.0. Now everything's torqued. I brought it all the way up through the torque sequence. Everything is exactly how it should be. You can see the copper in between really sealing this thing up. This thing should have some pretty good compression. I mean, for you know, stock deck and hone and stuff, you know, stock bore and all that, it should definitely be pretty good on compression now. All right, so we did get some more packages in, and this is exactly what I needed. This is actually my harmonic balancer installer. So we're about to be snugging this thing up on here because it's honestly just kind of pressed on by hand, not nothing crazy. I believe this other stuff, this should be my flywheel or flex plate. This is my ARP crank pulley bolt. Dude, I bought this freaking ARP bolt. It's brand right here. I think I just got it off of Amazon. Dude, it even comes with a socket for it. It's pretty dope. Dude, it came with everything. The lubricant. I mean, hell, I think I paid like 40 bucks for this one bolt. It better come with all this. Here's one final look at this thing. I'm gonna have to take the intake back off and all the other little stuff, but it's pretty much ready to go in. I don't have the valley on yet, or like all the way on, only because to lift it with my to lift it, my engine hoist out there, I have the valley cover lifting thing. So yeah, that's the only reason why this stuff is coming back off, and I gotta do that. I mean, it's just sitting on there. But still. Now with that being said, that's the end of this thing. This thing is actually fully built now. I think that was everything that I needed to cover in this video. I installed the cam, the oil pump, everything. So yeah. Please like, comment, subscribe, and honestly, I think that'll be it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.